From the remnants of Janus City comes a broadcast that will shake the Empire to its core. Rogue One Radio will discuss all things Star Wars and all things in the nerd culture, in and out of the galaxy far, far away.
Hey, folks. Thanks for waiting for us. Those of you in the chat room, we are Rogue One Radio. I am Steve, and with me, of course, is DJ. How's it going today?
I almost just want to hear Palpatine say, "Roll it again," and just to watch that intro one more time.
Yeah, that was Alan from Press Play made that intro for us. So definitely want to give him a shout out.
Thank you very much.
Yes. All right. Well, who is in the chat tonight? So far, we've got Spencer and Lunar Girl is with us. Thanks for coming by, Lunar Girl and Spencer. RFB is in the house. How's it going, RFB? Always glad to see you in here. Heck DeLorean is with us.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, Alan's with us. Hey, Alan from Press Play is in there with us. And I think that might be it.
Don De La Snooch is in there.
Oh, there he is. There he is. I didn't scroll all the way down. Hey, Don, how's it going? Awesome to have you folks in the chat to talk with us tonight about, what are we talking about tonight? Oh, we're talking about Disney Plus.
How quickly you forget.
Oh, no, I knew. I was just pausing for dramatic effect.
Oh, okay.
So what have you been up to this week? Yeah, I know.
Well, I was scrounging around. I actually think I have it on my other desk. I actually got some really cool. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Wait till you see this. Oh, then I drop it.
Oh, dear.
I got something really cool today.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, well, hey, there she goes.
Oh, there we
she's
go.
Dancing. There we go. All right.
I think I've got some on the way as well.
But yeah, man, for my week, work and beyond work. We had a choir performance last Thursday and Saturday. Our three of my kids were in a large production through the school, and it was titled British Invasion. So got to hear some Elton John, some Beatles, some Adele, some Dire Straits. So that was pretty cool to see. Other than that, just more and more work. We got real busy with a turnaround, and now all that is pretty much complete on the work end. And so now it's up to us in the drawing department to make sure all the drawings are accurate. So I haven't really had time to watch much of anything. Trying to think, did I watch something? I think I did, but wait, it was on Netflix. Anyway, hi Nicole.
Hi.
I'll look this up while Nicole tells us how her week has been going along this week.
Nicole, how's your week been?
I think you guys pretty much know how the beginning of my last week was. For those who know me, sadly my grandma passed away. So, we had a lot of family here and visitations and all that. And, that aside, we're doing okay. We're doing all right. We did have a fun day in the city. Love the Starbucks roastery. That's fabulous. So I had an amazing tasting while we were there. So it was awesome. It was a nice way to relax and be with family, and definitely felt very blessed that day. So other than that, we're hanging in there. So DJ's been busy, with choir and all that fun stuff. How are you doing, Steve? I'm sure you already told everybody else here, but
No, we just got started. We had some technical difficulties. I couldn't get connected, and we got started way later than normal. But I've been all right. What have I been up to? I did start reading this.
What is that? Dune. Okay.
I've never read it before. I haven't gotten very far into it because I am a slow reader. My ADHD really does a number on me when I try to read. So it's kind of rough for me to read. But yeah, I started that, and then I've been reading some random comic books here and there, mostly Batman. And I actually reread the volume 1 of the Dune graphic novel, which just came out last year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be released in 3 parts, but they've only released the first one. So I read that, and then I read the first 4 issues of the adaptation of the comic book adaptation of Dune House Atreides.
Mm-hmm.
That novel. So good stuff. Speaking of Dune, I don't know if you realize this, but I took part in a Dune roundtable discussion last week.
Very good. I have yet to see it or the movie. I was told, for me, I was told maybe to wait because it might be too heavy with everything else that I was already going through. And time-wise, I just haven't had time, between taking care of grandma to preparations for things, and I just haven't had time. Like, I'm lucky I got to see Eternals. Like, I had to carve that sucker out.
I have not seen that yet, but we had a good time on the Escape Pod talking about Dune. It was fun. Lunar Girl was in there with us, and Dragon Buddy was with us.
Very cool.
And also, oh man, I'm gonna forget his name. Is it Aaron?
It might be
Aaron, I think. Man, I feel really dumb for not remembering his name, because he was the one who made the comment that I swore I was going to talk to and refer back to on Aaron. Yes, Aaron from WSTR. Thank you, Lunar Girl, for bailing me out on that one.
Yay, go Kelly!
So he had made a comment that he doesn't like popcorn, and it just flabbergasted me. And so, I was wondering, is it just movie popcorn that you don't like, or just popcorn in general? And he, in fact, just does not like popcorn. He doesn't like the texture or the taste.
Guy.
And
Smart.
No.
What is wrong with you people? How can you not?
I love popcorn. When I went to see Eternals, the theater we chose to try for the first time had 7 types of popcorn, people. 7
types of popcorn. Wow.
Yes. Although I'm in Illinois. When I go to Chicago, give me my Garrett's Chicago style popcorn. I'm just saying.
I haven't had that yet. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, when you come, we're going. We're going.
I do love me some popcorn, and it was very odd to me that there was somebody out there that didn't like popcorn. Now I'm surprised. DJ, you don't like popcorn either. I don't get it.
We'll keep him.
I have a reason why I don't like popcorn.
Oh, okay, let's hear your reason.
Because of the cancer that I had and the radiation, it gave me very bad teeth. And the popcorn, you start to bite down on the popcorn, it tastes great. Don't get me wrong, it tastes great. But sometimes you get those that aren't fully popped. And I've had so many broken teeth because of popcorn kernels. And now that I have fake teeth, the popcorn just gets stuck on. It's just, it's a mess. I love the taste of it. I cannot handle popcorn.
Well,
It's
So
a yeah.
bad timing for me to go pop popcorn because now I'm hungry for popcorn.
Go
Just
for
ask.
it.
do what you got to
Go
do.
for it.
No,
Real good.
that's completely understandable. Yeah, my first wife loved popcorn until she had to go through those treatments as well.
Boo,
But yeah,
cancer.
but
Boo.
Agreed.
Nicole, boo cancer. I hate it. So Nicole, you actually mentioned something that I wanted to kind of make a comment about as well. You said when I get up there, if you've been listening to the show, you might know that there were plans for my family to relocate to the Western Michigan area, but we were looking at like maybe 2-3 years. As of, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Our timetable has been moved up quite significantly. We're actually going to be moving next year.
I think you should bring DJ with you for like scare. I think we're gonna have to get him up here for ScareCon because this would be great to have all three of us.
So yeah, as in 2022 next year.
I saw that.
So, all right. So what's going on here in the chat room? Somebody's talking about Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Who's being a Cyberpunk?
Look at there. Amanda is in the chat room. I don't think we've seen her in our chat room before. And if
she has
she? Well, I apologize, Amanda. I've got a bad memory.
It's like a rabbit's tail, short and fluffy.
Pretty much. So, okay. So tonight
I'm going to remember that one forever. Rabbit's tail, short and fluffy.
I am not short and fluffy. I am big and fat and not fluffy. But okay, so tonight we are celebrating 2 years of Disney Plus. So we'll be coming up on that. Very good, liking it. Other than that, we've got we will have a top 5 list. Yeah, Spencer, I don't know my audience. Yeah, I know. I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible host. All right, can we block Spencer now? I'm just kidding.
Hey,
I kid. So
Spencer,
yeah,
you know the way to Narnia. See Diggory.
So
I was typing. I totally missed that. Sorry.
We do have our top 5 list, which is going to be our top 5 favorite Disney Plus shows.
I keep flipping them still around in my head.
That's okay. We got time. But in addition, we had a poll that was put out there on Twitter. There was a 2-part question. What is your favorite Disney Plus show so far? And then what is the show you are most looking forward to that is coming out? So we got quite a bit of responses, and I've been keeping them in this little spreadsheet. So we're going to go over the results of that. I can tell you right now, as far as the favorite so far, there's not going to be much of a contest unless we get like a bunch more votes here while we're doing this.
I personally did not vote in this. So
that's okay. I didn't either.
It would be hard anyways. Like I've kind of like got for this year, there's 2 more coming.
Yeah.
And for different reasons, I want them both.
Right.
And I have kitty cats at my door.
Awesome.
I'll be right back.
Give me a break. Give me a break.
So I do want to point out just that we are a Red 5 podcast. Red 5 Network has a lot of really great Star Wars and non-Star Wars related geek culture podcasts. A lot of really great ones out there. From a Certain Point of View, Escape Pod, Sidebar Cantina, A Journey Through Star Wars with Brandy and Ashley, I think is her name.
Yes.
Yeah. I was just watching a couple of those episodes a few days ago, and I remember. It was last week we were talking about how they had a Rogue One, a Rogue One recap show, and they didn't invite us on that, so I was a little put out by that. But it's a great show. There's a lot of really great shows out there, so go check them out at red5network.com. And then what else? Oh, I know. I've got some other shout outs here. I wanted to shout out our two patrons. We do have a Patreon account, by the way, folks. Strangely, our Patreon shut down for some reason. And I don't know why. I was in a comic book shop on Sunday and bumped into a friend of mine who is one of our two patrons. That would be Dave Brown, by the way. Thank you for your patronage. Anyway, so he was like, my Patreon money hasn't come out in a while. And I went out to the website and it's not there anymore. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on with that. So I went out and looked, and it was just deactivated. So I don't know what was going on with that. But yeah, so we do have a Patreon account. So if you are so inclined to support us financially, you just go to patreon.com/Rogue One Radio. And after I shout out our second patron, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the Patreon account. Our second patron is Donald Sulsky from the Escape Pod. So thank you to our two patrons. Very much appreciated. And I'm trying to find our tiers. Where can I find our tiers? Oh, wow. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know.
Their site is here we go. I see what we did. Okay. This is very confusing. All right, so the first tier is $1 a month, and that is called the Padawan tier. And so you join for $1 and you get a shout out on the show. I also want to say that we're thinking, we're planning, we've got plans to add some additional content on the Patreon site, like blog post reviews and stuff like that, just exclusive stuff to add. So if you do join at the $1, you will get that as well. All the levels will get that exclusive content. The second tier is Jedi Knight. So for $5, you get all the benefits of the previous tier plus a nifty sticker. Yes, we have stickers. The next tier is Jedi Master. It is $10 a month, all the previous benefits. Plus, you can decide the topic.
I should know better that anytime I try to come in here, I get kicked out, period.
Of a future episode. And you can be our guest for that episode. So for $10, that's what you get. And I think I mentioned that's the Jedi Master tier. And then the final tier is Jedi Council. And you get all of the above. Plus, you will get a Rogue One Radio t-shirt. And that one is $25 a month. Kitty. Okay. So we've got our Patreon back up and running. You should be able to get on there if you so choose. And like I said, thanks to our two current patrons, Popcorn, I want some, Dave Brown and Donald. Thank you very much. And I think that's it for all of that. I guess we can go over headlines. You know what? I want to say something about the headlines.
I'm here. I'm back.
Is it buttered? Is the popcorn buttered?
It is buttered.
Sorry, squirrel.
I went to send you guys a message. I know it. Every time I started to send you guys a message in the chat, it kicked me out, and I'm like, well, shoot. Well, it's restarting itself up. I'm gonna go pop me popcorn now.
There you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to say about news. It seems like news has gotten very.
Rumor has it.
No, I don't have any rumor has it.
Oh, okay.
But the news has gotten really slim lately.
Don't forget Stranger Things 4 though. Trailer came out. I mean, the new trailer came out, and that's pretty awesome.
I didn't see that, and you guys are gonna have, if you want to talk about that, you're gonna have to take the lead because I actually have not watched.
Well, I think you need to watch it very quietly so we don't get copyrighted. I want to see your first look. It's awesome. I will sit here quiet with my popcorn and watch your go.
I have only seen the first season, so
it's a spring break we're not going to forget.
I know, and I keep hearing maybe it's going to be out in summer. I'm like, no, it's got to come out in spring because it always comes out like Halloween with Halloween and 4th of July with 4th of July and things. So,
thank you, Spencer. I try my best. I'm not begging for money. I'm just saying if you want to give us money, I'm not going to turn it down.
I'll beg for money. I have no shame. I'll beg for money.
We know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first piece of news I have.
Don't roll your eyes. I saw
that. The runtime for the new Spider-Man film, No Way Home, has been, well, I say released, but this could very well be a rumor, or it could be confirmation. It did come from CBR, so possibly. Let me read. Let's see what it says here. Okay, well, Marvel Studios is the one that announced it, so I guess it's true, and it's at 2 hours and 39 minutes long.
So just 2 minutes longer than Eternals.
Okay. And that apparently is the longest running.
That's longer than Endgame?
Any of the Spider-Mans.
Oh. I was just going to say, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, Spencer, there have been some photos that got leaked for Spider-Man No Way Home, but I, on Twitter, I actually muted Spider-Man because I don't want to see anything else about it. I don't want to see.
Popcorn at you, Dickory. What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, what are you doing? Show us.
Oh, I'm trying on. I glued some pieces together. I'm trying it on for the fit.
Cool. Okay.
While I'm listening to.
Well, DJ, you're better at begging for money than I am. Apparently, you did a better job in 3 seconds than I did.
Hey, you know what? I have a long tradition of begging for things, so
very good.
It's all right.
Another piece of news I've got is actually Star Wars related, and it's regarding the Rogue Squadron movie. Apparently that has been delayed.
Yeah, Patty is too busy. Yeah, we see how we rate there.
Yeah, I don't get that. She got more Wonder Woman going on? I think I don't know.
Wonder Woman, well, not right now. They haven't even finished the script for Wonder Woman 3 yet. According to Gal Gadot.
Wonder Woman's vacation. She probably deserves it.
But she has like 2 other movies that she's trying to do at the same time, as well as, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to be a robot here.
So they were trying to get it out in December 2023, but it looks like we're not going to make that release date, and there's not any further talk about that. It just looks like they're delayed because of scheduling.
Yeah, they didn't say why. They other than she's really busy, which I could
Yeah.
understand. But still, I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think like if you are going to commit to doing something of this nature, seems like you should
Fully
commit
commit.
to the scheduling as well. I don't know. Just seems kind of odd that I don't know. Just seems kind of odd. What do you think?
Well, it sounds like she's just way, way busy. Like, I'm like, when does she even take a vacation? Like, she just got done with Wonder Woman 3, right?
Yeah.
Busy trying to do this and that. And who knows what else she's doing. So I kind of can understand, like, I mean, movies are pretty big and take up a lot of time. And when you're at the helm, and I would rather them push it back and her have the time to get it done right and do quality over quantity. You know what I mean? I want her to do it good. So I want her to do Star Wars good. So if they had to push it back just so they could have better material because of timing, why not? I'd rather than everything shoved together, pushed together, and put out, and then it's junk.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, hopefully we will still eventually get something.
Although, I mean, but then again, George Lucas got shoved in. I mean, everything for Star Wars got kind of pushed out there towards the end, money-wise and time-wise, and go, go, go. But it was also, for him, he had a lot to prove that first time around. So,
Yeah. All right. Well, I've got some other news. If you folks are interested in Star Wars toys, Lego has revealed a massive 6,700 piece Star Wars AT-AT construction set.
awesome.
That's pretty cool. I am going to post the link in the chat room here so you folks can take a look at this thing. It is massive and it's amazing. So that's pretty cool. Another toy news is there are 2 new Star Wars toys from The Mandalorian, Star Wars action figures that are coming out from The Mandalorian. I'm trying to find the release date, but I don't see it in the article. It just says available in 2022. So we're getting Ahsoka and we're getting a Death Watch trooper.
Neat.
So that's cool. So if you guys are into the Star Wars toys, check those things out. Yeah, you're right, Spencer. Hasbro is terrible with dates. So it doesn't really surprise me that there wasn't much of a release date on there. All right, that is all of the news that I had. Because like I said, the news has been really slow lately. Haven't gotten a whole lot.
After Friday, man. Friday, they're going to hammer it to us.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to keep everything hush hush until.
I think the Hawkeye, which I am personally excited for.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Spider-Man, I think we're going to get more.
Yeah.
And it's Christmas time. Wow. Okay, so DJ, I swear your camera was taken and like this droid or something or clone stormtrooper took over your.
Yeah, I know that happens sometimes.
It might have been one of Cam's clones, but you never know.
Well, number 4 has been missing for quite some time now, so.
That all makes sense. But it's good to see you back.
Awesome. Yeah, that's all the news that we have. Just a reminder, next week, there is a chance we might be recording on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. Just a one-time deal. We've got some family birthdays going happening on Tuesday. So I really don't think my wife would like me podcasting on her birthday. So it's actually very fortunate if we do end up having to do it on Wednesday, because Wednesday just happens to be Rogue One Radio's second birthday.
Isn't it also Life Day that day too, Steve?
I believe it is. So, so we're going to have a birthday party next week.
Bring your hats.
What that entails, I have no idea, but we'll figure it out. All right. Before we get into our main topic, if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, please, and squash that like button for us. And thank you very much. All right. On to the Disney Plus celebration of 2 years. So, just a little background on Disney Plus that I whipped up. In 2015, Disney launched a UK-only streaming service called Disney Life as a test case for a future streaming service. In November 2018, on the 8th, actually, of November 2018, Disney CEO Bob Iger announces the Disney Plus streaming service and a target launch date of late 2019. And then, of course, November 12th, 2019, at midnight Pacific time, Disney Plus launches. And it is amazing and continues to be amazing. And according...
Magical.
Yes, so magical.
Magical.
Hey, now.
Hey, don't bring our parade.
Hey, that's my normal response. You guys should be used to that by now. But no, it is amazing. I love it.
So according to their third quarter 2021 numbers, they have approximately 116 million subscribers. So, yeah, a lot of nerds out there.
Yes, there are.
A lot of cool stuff on there. So, let's see. How shall we do this? How do you want to do this?
Oh man. Well, let's see. I guess we can kind of go. Well, where'd my list go? No, Mike. Oh, never mind. That's why. Sorry about that. That's
everything and anything Disney Plus sounds good to me.
Yeah. So we talked about the origins. Now they do have different bundles for Disney Plus. You could either just get Disney Plus, or you could get the extra package that has Hulu and ESPN Plus on it as well. It's a slightly higher price point than just for Disney Plus.
But if you get Disney Plus for the whole year and prepay, that's your real saver.
Mm-hmm.
That's
correct.
My saver.
Yeah. Yep. Not only that, if you have, is it Verizon? I think
it's Verizon. Yeah.
You can also get Disney Plus with your Verizon subscription as well, like on your phone or whatever the Verizon internet package that they have. I don't remember what that's called, but I live out in the sticks. We don't have anything like that. We have no good cable that's out here. So for me, I went with the one with the Hulu and the ESPN Plus. And of course I pay for it all at a yearly pay. So it saves me a little bit extra money. I think it's like $12 a month if you were to do it that way. I think if you were to pay for it for a full year, it's like less than $100. It's somewhere between $90 and $100. But what about you guys? What did you get? Did you get the bundle, or did you guys just get Disney Plus?
Well, we already had Hulu, so I just ended up pairing it up with my Hulu. I didn't do any ESPN Plus because I don't really watch a whole lot of sports. Any sport that I want to watch, which, if you don't know, pretty much the only sport that I like to watch is hockey. But
as you're wearing a White Sox hat.
Well, I like baseball too, but it's kind of in the same line as hockey. I don't like to watch it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, having the ESPN wouldn't do anything for me. It just make me watch something I don't really want to watch anyway. But yeah, if you are into, like football and other sports ball things, that package would probably be your best option.
Yeah. And I didn't have Hulu, so it's a win-win-win-win for me.
When?
Yes.
When?
Win.
Not when. Win.
Oh.
That's what I said. Win.
Oh.
Win.
Yeah.
Sorry, I guess I'm ahead.
Mighty Ducks.
What?
Mighty Ducks reference.
Yes, Mighty Ducks reference.
Yeah.
Oh, that's on Disney Plus too.
Disney Plus.
It is.
As well as Game Changers.
Yes, it is.
So for myself, I just have Disney Plus. When I really got down to figuring things out, when I called at least last year, they would not let me prepay on Hulu and ESPN Plus. For us, honestly, we have Xfinity too, so we already have ESPN. So we really didn't need all of that. So I'm like, well, there's really no savings. All you're doing is just combining it all in one bill. So forget it. I'll just go with my Disney Plus and at least get my savings that way.
There you go.
I would like them, though.
So, Spencer, tell us how you really feel about sports.
Better bundle, but it's okay. With all three to really enhance it.
Well, you newfangled city folks,
Well, if you move out of the sticks, you'd probably get good internet.
Yeah, well, if I moved out of New Mexico, I'd get good internet.
That's true. That's true. Well, why don't you move up to Michigan with me?
Free room and board? I'm in. What am I going to do with all the kids? We can put them to work somewhere.
Yeah, that's we could find a job for them. Let's see. So, of course, RFB says he pays for it for all things Star Wars.
Yep.
So, why don't you start there? Here's some of the Star Wars shows that actually this might be all the Star Wars shows on original programming. Of course, The Mandalorian came out on November 12th, 2019 at launch. Then we got season 7 of the Clone Wars. Hey, Grogu. February 21st, 2020 is when that premiered. The Bad Batch premiered May 4th, 2021. And Star Wars Visions premiered September 22nd, 2021. We had a show about that a few weeks ago. Now, those are I guess those aren't the only original shows. They have some. They had the Star Wars Lego Terror or the Halloween special, and then they had the documentaries. Can't forget those. What other Star Wars shows did they have? RFB, you probably know this.
Well, they did the Sounds of Star Wars, which was pretty cool.
Right.
Biomes was another one.
Oh, I was just gonna say that's the one where it's like it's almost like the National Geographic.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
They did
those were cool.
some vehicle fly-throughs.
That's right. I forgot about those.
And that's just off the top of my head. I mean, not that I watch a lot of Disney Plus or anything, but
Not at all.
no.
No, we don't watch that. That's for babies.
They also brought back the classics like the Ewok Adventure.
Yes.
Yep.
They have not brought back the holiday special as of yet, but I'm still holding out hope that everyone can see that travesty. But,
Travesty? What are you talking about? That's the greatest Star Wars ever.
I think it's a cult classic at this point.
I think even RFB would even find issue with the holiday special.
Oh, come on.
I would like to say though is that what I really do like about Disney Plus as a whole, not just with Star Wars, but with Marvel and classic Disney stuff, is that we really do also have the old paired with the new, which is really, really nice. The first day, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I didn't watch any new stuff that first day. No, I take that back. I did watch one thing that new that day. And I won't talk about it at the moment, but everything else. So I was watching all the nostalgic. Give me Willow. Give me all the old stuff. I was loving it, eating it up, and I still do. I'm a nostalgic girl, so give me.
When
Star Wars. So
when it launched for me, I was pretty much at the onset only in it for one reason, and it was for the show that they launched the streaming service with. So because I'd been waiting for that one for a while.
And it's we were talking about how they have some of the classics with the new. Another thing that Disney Plus has done that a lot of the other streaming services have not is they went back to the episodic form. You're not just binge watching the whole season of Mandalorian, or you're not or Loki, or any other series, unless it was out a while ago. Then you could go back and binge those. But anything new now, and as much as we might not like it, especially for say Book of Boba or Mandalorian, is every week we're like, oh, all right, well, it's here now, we got to go watch it, stop the presses. And but I enjoy that. I enjoy looking forward to that next weekly episode that's coming out. Like Netflix will drop let's see, what's the biggest one, the next one, Karate Kid, I think is going to be the next one that comes out in December 31st. I think they'll drop every episode so you can watch it beginning to end right there. And there's just there's no anticipation other than that initial feeling.
I think the only exception to that was Visions.
I think so, but if I remember right, those ran a little short anyway. And they just kind of that, and it takes a long time to do all that art. They've probably been sitting on it for a long time. So, but the occasional dump, I don't mind. But if it's not something that you get every time out. So
so that's something different. Compared, like you said, compared to Netflix.
Oh yes, sorry. I know my daughter got home, so I had to talk to her real quick. But yes, I'm in agreement with DJ. That is one thing I've been so happy about, is having that old feeling. Okay. 1980s kids, 70s kids, 50 kids, any generation before the 2000s, okay, because even the early 90 babies have a little bit of an idea about this. Commercials and having to wait a week, or praying that it's a 90-minute, show that night for the series finale because you wanted that. And I love that we have that build up in Disney Plus. Thank you. I'm so glad they brought that back.
Yeah.
Do I like it always? No. Did I really dislike it the week that, those darn scout troopers hurt my baby? Yes. Because I just wanted to wait for the screen and let them have it. I didn't like to have to wait that week, but it gave me that old feeling like I was a kid again. And like having to wait and be excited about what's going to happen. And, the only downside is social media these days. Sadly, love it for my own reasons, but if you're not careful, if you get on the wrong social media, sorry, but it might be ruined for you. That's the downside. But beyond that, I do love the nostalgic part that you get that feeling of the suspense. It's just, yeah, I love it. I love the suspense when it's built up like that. And especially because when you mess with my child, I want to go after you right now. Now I don't want to wait a week. So they were goners in the long run. IG-11 had our backs. We're good.
That's right. Let's see what else we had. We had, of course, we have the MCU shows as well.
Yes.
A lot of good stuff there. We had WandaVision was the first one that came out January of this year. January 15th was the premiere date. And then The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
March 19th. And then What If on August 11th. I feel like I'm missing something.
Loki?
Why is that not on my list? I like copied and pasted.
Erase his own name?
Maybe. I don't know. I copied and pasted.
Maybe Miss Minutes got into your minutes and went, not on this timeline.
Maybe not. So yeah, we had Loki too, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, yeah, that one came out before What If. I think
that's why I was like, wait, hold up, and I was like, well, sorry.
Yeah.
Again, maybe it's on a different timeline, Steve. You know, if that's TVA, you never know. You never know.
What it is, it's the multiverse, and
it is. It really
in this multiverse, in this iteration of the multiverse, that show didn't exist.
I guess not.
So that's very sad to me, actually.
It is very sad. And we have a lot of Loki fans. Lots of Loki fans.
We do.
I can name one right off the top of my head. She's absolutely insane with it.
I can name two.
I'm not including you.
No, not me.
Oh.
Speaking of which, where is she?
I'm thinking of my bestie who runs Peace Love Disney. She is.
Okay.
Remember, that's why she joined Discord with us. That's how Adam finally roped her in. He's like, here we go. Loki, got you.
Good stuff. And then I think there was some other stuff that was MCU related as well, was there not?
Oh yeah. There was quite a bit that was in there, very similar to what Star Wars did. They had a lot of shorts, a lot of tie-ins.
Yeah.
They brought back a lot of the older things. The X-Men animated series is on there, which any kid in the 90s knows that one. I'm trying to see what else
X-Men was just added this week. Also, I noticed it today. Just added X-Men. I'm like, ooh, okay.
Oh yeah, they went back to the, and I'm trying to remember what they call it. The Marvel Legacy movies.
Yeah, I remember seeing those. Cool stuff.
Oh, I want to say something about the Legacy. I had a friend who actually made a really good comment to me today when I was getting his top 5 from him, and I want to share it with you guys actually, because I'm sure you guys are going to agree with him. Hold up, I'm trying to pull it up because pull it off the tablet because yeah. He had said Legends is well, okay, so Legends is in his top 5. I'm just gonna let that cat out of the bag. Okay, he's like Legends is on there because it has also helped refresh his daughter's memory, who she's young, as well as to help my folks who have no patience for watching all of the movies to catch up for the latest show they may be. And I thought that was a really good way to look at it, is that he looked at these Legends as refreshers, and it keeps his 8-year-old child like in the know, as well as his parents who sometimes just like, I don't want to watch all 20 movies to get to this point again. So just something to throw out there. Good point, good perspective. And I hadn't thought about it like that. So there you go.
Yeah.
So some of the things that they had were Marvel Studios Assembled.
That's right.
They had Behind the Mask series. I really enjoyed All Hail the King, which was a Trevor Slattery short before Shang-Chi. Legends. They have Agent Carter on there. 616. 75 Years of Marvel from Pulp to Pop. The Inhumans is on there. Runaways.
I can just do away with humans.
But yeah, that's that's a lot of the stuff that they've done. And then you have a whole slew of animated stuff that they've done.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is the only way that you're going to get Spider-Man in Disney Plus as of right now, is the old animated Spider-Man stuff, because they're not going to put the movies, the standalone Spider-Man movies, on Disney Plus.
I wonder if that'll change though between now and December.
No.
You don't think so?
It will not change at all.
If it does,
it won't.
We'll see about that.
So Sony is holding the rights to Spider-Man movies. It's only on loan to Disney for this one character arc. Once this character arc is done, it reverts back to Sony, and it will not be on Disney Plus. Sony has their own stuff that they are looking forward to doing, and have said that Spider-Man will probably be the anchor for their, I guess, streaming service or whatever. So
basically, that's what they're holding on to.
Right.
Because pretty much the minute they let Spider-Man go, Disney's going to go suck them in.
I'm surprised they haven't bought the rights back anyway.
They've tried, but they have not been successful.
With as much money as they have, you'd think.
Yeah, after or right before they started production on this movie, Sony tried to pull the plug on it and have it being a Sony movie, but Marvel said, if you do that, we're pulling all of our stories and production value and everything like that. And if you want to do that, you have the right to do it, but you can't use the actor for this one, and you have to come up with your own storyline and everything. And Sony balked and said Marvel could go ahead and proceed. So yeah.
and basically it's two parents fighting over the child.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
And the siblings here want to enjoy our sibling.
Yeah.
Or-
So just
Darn it.
just give it to us. And I mean, I don't care. And Spencer brought up a good point that Sony made a deal with Netflix. So we'll probably get the Spider-Mans on there. I don't care. Just I want to watch them.
Yeah.
Right. My only thing is that I'm really curious in what will happen, because are we going to get Tom Holland back? He's been a great Spider-Man. Are they going to change him again? Or of course, I'm wondering if this is why Kevin Feige is doing it the way he's doing it. I anticipate this is why we also have the TVA at this point, is so that somehow they can keep Spider-Man included in this multi-craziness of madness, to keep it. I mean, this totally kind of like, well, why are there so many Spider-Mans and all this? And Spider-Man is a very popular character, old and young. It is my dad's favorite character, and just give us Spider-Man.
Well, if I remember right, this is the end of the contract they had with Tom Holland, and Tom Holland has stated in a few interviews that he's ready to play other roles. I know he has Uncharted coming out with what's his name? Mark Wahlberg. That's coming out, but he wants to do other roles, and I think he will no longer, unless they can convince him, probably with a truckload of cash, to make some cameos, and
down the line.
Yeah, possibly like Doctor Strange or something like that. We're probably done seeing Spider-Man under a Marvel umbrella. Hi there.
Aww, there's a kitty cat. Aww,
Kitty's galore.
Aww, that's so sweet.
That's my s'mores.
So, what are some things that you've been watching on Disney Plus that are not related to MCU or Star Wars?
Oh man, well, the one of the coolest things that Disney Plus has is Christmas cat. All right, come on. Is National Geographic. I love documentaries. I love nature. That's one of the main things I really enjoy about the area that I live in, is the nature aspect of it. And so I love watching all of those. And I won't get into specifics on that because we do have a top 5 that's coming up. But there are a lot of series that I like on there. Other than that, they do have, for being Disney, they do have a lot of sports ball movies on there that I enjoy watching. And Game Changers is one, which is a redo of Mighty Ducks. All 3 Mighty Ducks movies are on there as well. And I cannot remember the name of it, but it was a John Stamos show about a basketball coach. And that one was pretty good. And then you have, your classics, the Big Green, I believe, the Sandlot was on there for a time. There's quite a few, plus all the old classic movies that I enjoy. which was pretty funny because I put a movie on. Oh, I guess it was yesterday for the kids, and it was The Parent Trap. And of course, they're like, well, this isn't The Parent Trap. This is, it was Lindsay Lohan, or no, they're used to the Lindsay Lohan one, and the one I was putting on was the Haley Mills one from the 60s. So, yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. My kids watch it all the time. They watch stuff like, Good Luck Charlie and Casey Undercover. A lot of the old Disney TV shows that were on the Disney Channel, they watch. So yeah, lots of stuff, lots of choices to put on there.
So when you have a toddler that frequents your house, you get to say things like Monsters at Work, and a lot of the original Pixar things. The one that springs to mind, I want to say, is Luca.
Okay.
Because he, my the 4-year-old, he watched the crap out of that movie. I think Soul is an original as well, is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of stuff that's outside the MCU and the Star Wars programming. Muppets Now, that's another one. Forgot about that one. I haven't seen that one yet, but I plan to.
Oh wait, I was thinking classic Muppets. I love Muppets.
Yeah, I don't even know what Muppets Now is. I just saw it on a list and I was like, oh well, I gotta go check that out. Yeah, I like the Muppets.
The show that DJ was trying to remember with John Stamos is called Big Shot.
That's it.
Okay.
Big Shot. But
I forgot another one. That's right. I'm sure Polly will bring it up.
Well, you and I are both connecting on the same ones here. I'm like listening to you, like thinking he is talking for both of us.
Gee, imagine that.
On behalf of Polly and I, or Undiggery and I. No,
who would have thought?
I echo everything you were saying. I love all the nostalgic. I love Haley Mills. Like, she did Parent Trap 1 and 2. And the original has Maureen O'Hara. Okay, who was an amazing legend, iconic actress of her time. So I absolutely love that. Of course, Mighty Ducks Game Changers. I remember when that first got rumored. I was like, I didn't want to believe it because I was like, only if this is finally true. So when it finally got announced that it was true and they had Emilio Estevez, I was like, yes, okay, now I can dig my teeth into it. And I was really excited, and I liked that series. There's another one, but I will leave that for my top 5.
I think I know what it is.
And I will say, but I didn't know if we could include Muppets Haunted Mansion in our top 5. And my top 5 was pretty hard. I mean, like, I was about to start having to have to do like 2s and 3s, and oh shoot, I just did a top 10 into my top 5.
Why wouldn't you be able to include Muppet Haunted Mansion?
Because I didn't know if we were doing shows or if we were just doing series. And if I have to include that one, then I'm going to have to rearrange it. Something's have to get bumped out, or I'm going to have to put 2 on like level 5 or level 4 because I'm already having a tough time going. But I do. I love
this is all up to you. You decide what you want to put on that list.
Well, shoot. Now I'm in trouble. Have you seen Disney Plus?
I have. I really have. My list actually was not that hard to put together. But wait until you hear the results of the listener poll.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's going to be some good stuff on there.
So yeah, and of course they have a lot of the classics, the vintage, classic, which I love vintage shorts. The Steamboat Willie, the beginning, the real black and white, you know what I mean? The cartoon black and white. And I love old Disney. I really do. I like watching them through the years as they expanded,
Amanda mentioned, it looks like it may have been part of another conversation. Spencer mentioned gargoyles.
Oh, yes, gargoyles.
And Amanda said that she used to be a big gargoyles fan when she was a kid.
Yes. In college, I did a three-dimensional art project, and my inspiration was the main guy on gargoyles. So out of styrofoam and plaster, I built that gargoyle.
Wasn't his name Goliath?
I don't remember. It sounds familiar, but I don't. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since I watched it too, like back when I was a kid. So what are some, this is not necessarily part of our top 5 list, but what are some of the upcoming projects that are coming? Of course, we've got Hawkeye and Book of Boba Fett.
Yes.
Right.
And
yes.
Well, have we gotten? Did we even talk about what Disney Plus Day is going to have on it yet? I have that list.
Oh yeah, no, we haven't talked about that at all. So let's go through that.
All right. So on the list, and this is just for November 12th. This is just for Disney Plus Day. We'll have stuff, all throughout the beginning part of November already. I got stuff that came out November 10th, or will come out November 10th, which is tomorrow. And then November 12th, we have Ciao Alberto, which is a short. Entre los Dos, which is a new series that they're going to have. A Feast short. Frozen Fever short. Get a Horse, which is another short. Sweet Home Alone, Home Sweet Home Alone, which is a remake of the Home Alone movies, or a reboot of the Home Alone movies.
Wow. Sorry.
Which, if I remember right, this one is actually written by the people that wrote the first one, and Buzz from the original. It will be making an appearance in this movie as well. So
Buzz.
As Buzz.
Huh.
So
is he the uncle?
I don't know. But I did hear that rumor. So I'll give it a shot. It'll be a Christmas. I think it'll be a Christmas movie. And my kids will love it, just like they love the other ones. So we have Olaf Presents, which is a Disney Plus series. An all new short from The Simpsons. Lots of shorts here. Paperman, Tangled Ever After, Little Match Girl, The Ballad of Nessie, TikTok Tale.
Oh dear God.
Not TikTok the app, but
okay.
TikTok as like a clock, I guess.
Okay.
We are also getting season 2 of The World According to Jeff Goldblum, which I'm very excited about. We are getting Under the Helmet, The Legacy of Boba Fett, which should be pretty interesting to see.
Oh, for sure.
We are also getting the premiere of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. We are also getting Jungle Cruise premiere as well. And I believe that is it for everything on the 12th.
Hopefully they'll give us some surprises though too, because that would be nice. Just saying, like all the
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
or something. Never know.
Yeah,
So-
I hope so, because I mean, there's some cool some cool stuff on there, but none of it really blows my hair back.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Legacy of Boba Fett would be really cool to see.
Yeah,
I think.
that would for sure. Yeah, that one.
I've already seen Shang-Chi, but I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
seeing it again. Oh, another thing that they're going to do is they're going to have the option for, I guess, if you have like movie projectors and stuff, to do like an IMAX version of a lot of this stuff as well.
oh wow.
Which is a first for a streaming service to offer that type of thing. So I really want to watch Jungle Cruise because I haven't seen that yet.
Same.
And of course, I mean, I'll watch them all. But what I really want to see comes out on November 25th. So I'll still have to wait a little bit for that. But that's all right. I don't mind waiting.
Ready for me some Hawkeye.
November 24th, season 1, 2 episodes for Hawkeye. The one I'm excited for is entitled "Get Back the Beatles."
Oh.
It's
I wonder if that's going to be a theme.
It's a documentary that was done by Peter Jackson of Lord of the Rings fame. So I'm a big Beatles fan, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Diggory, did you not just notice my wires got like crossed there? I
Oh
was like,
no!
Hawkeye. And then I was like, wait, that's the title of one of the episodes? And then I'm like, wait, he's talking about a documentary, which I'm all with you. I totally want to watch it because I love the Beatles too.
Yep,
And then
same here.
said, wait, he's not talking about Hawkeye anymore. He's talking about that documentary. Whoops.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right. It's okay.
Hey, I'm friends with C3PO. What do you expect?
Oh, all right. So
Come on,
Spencer corrected me. Well, hold on. Is the Snyder Cut the only thing in IMAX ratio? If it is, it doesn't count
Why doesn't it count?
because it's the Snyder Cut.
You didn't like the Snyder Cut?
Oh, I liked it. Okay. It was better than the other version that they had, but I mean, I had to watch it in parts just because it was 4 stinking hours long.
That is true.
Sorry.
You know, I mean, I don't mind, some long movies. I mean, heck, the Titanic was only 2.5 hours. And they had an intermission.
I thought Titanic was 3 hours.
Maybe, who knows?
Because that and Gone with the Wind are both very, very long. And even in Gone with the Wind, there is an intermission.
Maybe. I don't know. Sound of Music had an intermission too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing of the past too. Even with longer movies, is the whole idea of the intermission.
Well, as I'm getting older, they really need to put those back into even regular length movies, especially with the giant sodas that they give you at the theater. I mean, good gravy. Halfway through the movie, you've already sucked the thing down. You've already eaten your 3 bags of candy that you paid $15 a piece for, and you could really use a break. So, yeah, bring back the intermission.
Sorry. I'm not trying to laugh. Yes, I am.
Yeah,
you
are.
are.
And that's okay because
I can't help it. It's just, you're right. It's funny and you're right.
Yeah.
You know,
Old people problems. That's all I'm going to say.
Why do you have to take us down with you?
Well,
Because he wants us to feel his pain too.
it'll be all right. You guys will get there too one of these days, whippersnappers.
DJ,
Get off my lawn.
DJ, I think I'm probably older than you.
Yeah, but I got a lot of mileage on these tires, so.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
He doesn't want to be the middle child here. He wants to be the older child.
I don't. It doesn't
He wants
matter.
to
I
be the
don't.
firstborn.
I'm too old to care. I know.
Let's see what else is coming up. Well, next year we've got Miss Marvel coming out.
Yay!
And I'm looking forward to it. It should be.
Oh, wait! Is that the sequel to Captain Marvel?
No.
No. Okay, then all right.
Did you not like Captain Marvel?
We never finished our rankings, did I? Or
No,
did we?
we didn't.
Well, let's see. There were 20. There were 23 movies. That one was ranked number 22.
Wow.
Right close behind to Thor: Dark World or Dark Void or whatever that was.
See, that's crazy because it's actually like really high on my list.
Oh, travesty.
I loved that movie.
Hey, you know what? If they just would have had just the cat in there, it would have been fine. But
I can bring the cat back.
I was not a fan of Brie Larson in that.
Huh. I
movie.
really liked it.
So,
Okay.
but
Well,
that's me. That's me.
yeah. Yeah, we never did finish our retrospective. We were I think we stopped.
Life got in the way.
Yeah, life got in the way, and then we just decided not to do it anymore.
My rankings.
Hey, let's save those for a rainy day, man.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was 22. It was 21. 21.
Dang.
Yeah.
What else is coming out next year? Andor.
Oh, yeah. Andor. Yeah.
And Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
Moon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Willow.
Yes. You had me at Willow. I'm so excited. Love Willow.
She-Hulk.
Okay.
I hope they do it good. I hope they do her good. I really do. Y'all, I kid you not. After you learn about their origins and their actual origins, I don't like when they go back and decide to go, scrap all that. We're going to start something new. And you're like, why don't you just make a new character? You know?
Yeah.
So I kind of hoping that they at least keeps some authenticity to her.
Yeah, for sure. The last thing I saw that was coming out in 2022 is a TV series that's right now untitled, based on the Cars franchise, like Lightning McQueen, that sort of thing.
Cool.
So
cool.
I think my grandson will really be excited about that because he loves him some Lightning McQueen. Everything else that I've pulled up doesn't have a release date. It's just all to be announced. So they're doing a TV series based on Moana.
Okay.
Interesting, I guess.
Secret Invasion, which is the Nick Fury show.
Mm-hmm.
National Treasure. So that'll be interesting.
Perhaps if they can ever get a script together.
Well, that's that. Ironheart.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'll
Yes.
be interesting.
I'm assuming that's Marvel, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay, but this is so hard. Okay, y'all. Let's back it up because I like Ironheart, and I've been so excited. I've been kind of waiting for this since for like 4 or 5 years now. Ironheart was actually another intern of Iron Man.
Yep.
And I feel like maybe they're introducing her because if Tom Holland really is stepping out, Ironheart might take that lead. But it just stinks because they didn't introduce her
in
when
the MCU.
Right, when Robert Downey Jr. was involved. Although, if he could just come back and just cameo, I would be very happy. Like if they ever did like Memories Back,
Yeah,
somehow created that. But
it wouldn't surprise me if he did a cameo.
There are rumors that that already has been discussed to bring along the plot lines of some of these series, but no more feature films, if I remember right.
Let me just say, I'm gonna put out 3 names, and all 3 of these names came back. You're all iconic, and even though we may not 100% all agree with them in the new ones, we still love them. Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill. See, 3 legends that came back and were in more movies. And I love them for that. And I will always have good memories, even though whether others may or may not like them, that's their choice. But I had my iconics back and I loved them for it. So
wait a minute though. Who doesn't like them?
Oh, I didn't say that. I meant the movies.
Oh, okay.
No. The movies themselves.
I was going to say, if anybody doesn't like those characters, they need to stop listening to this show right now.
But what I'm saying, though, is that they came back.
You are in the wrong place.
They came back in the long run. And I think, I love them for it. I love that they came back. They didn't have to come back. But I love that they did.
That's
and
true.
I think that is when you know that your fandom loves you and you love your character a certain way. And I think they really did. I think they really do and valued their characters that were created for them. So
yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah,
I'd love to see him, Robert Downey Jr. forever. So
yeah, I can understand. I don't share their sentiment. I can understand the folks that don't like those movies, but to not like those characters, that's a whole different thing.
Yep, exactly. So
have a chat with
but my point being is that they came back and hopefully he would do the same because there's that feeling for his fans or feeling for even the character. He could be making cameos just like Stan Lee did. I personally like to see Deadpool do it, but I would be okay with Iron Man and Captain America dropping hands here and there.
Yeah.
Tony Stark is the new Watcher.
Yes.
There you go.
Well, we need a Watcher over King and all these other crazy villains that are coming our way.
Man, could you imagine? That'd be amazing. What else is coming out? Ahsoka, of course.
Okay.
Armor Wars.
Mm-hmm.
The Acolyte. Yep. Lando.
Yep.
And I Am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Groot.
And then there are some products that I guess you could call these might be rumors, but ideas of shows that are quote unquote in development. So I don't know if that just means they're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, just not really any plans for them yet. But we've got a Darkwing Duck series. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Well, wait a minute. I thought this one was confirmed. Rangers of the New Republic.
That's on hold.
That's on hold.
Okay.
And probably better discuss another moment in time.
Okay, gotcha. And then the other one is a series based on Sandlot. The baseball.
I'll watch that.
Yeah, I would watch
I
it.
think if they go in a really good direction and kind of make it nostalgic like they did with Game Changers and brought back some of the originals, I think they'll be set. Hopefully.
Yeah. Cool.
Although I'm excited because Friday's coming and Enchanted is finally going on Disney Plus. It's about time. Whew, sorry, I had to get that out. I couldn't wait anymore.
Who was in that?
Amy Adams, who was also in it. Yep, and she plays Giselle. I'm excited. And it's got Idina Menzel, and I'm just so excited. And Patrick Dempsey, and give me Enchanted. I'm so excited. That will probably be the first, even before any of the other movies I've never even seen. I will probably rewatch that because I love it, and it's obviously a favorite. So I have many favorites. This is why I don't rank well.
So, speaking of ranking,
Uh-oh.
why don't we go ahead and
here we go.
Begin the fun. Did you mention the Guardians holiday special? We did not. I totally forgot about that one.
Well, here's our moment.
Yeah, so there we go. Guardians holiday special. Thank you, Spencer. Why did I?
Go, Spencer.
Guardians holiday special. Missed Loki. Oh man.
Hey, we're on a couple multiverses of madness around here.
I'm telling you, man.
It's all right. I actually missed the Guardians holiday special too. So
I feel like Miss Minutes just went just like in WandaVision. You missed that part. It happened.
I think maybe the Guardians is not part of our multiverse either. I don't know why it wouldn't be though. I don't know. Maybe we'll solve that mystery at some time to find out what multiverse we're in. Does Red 5 have its own multiverse, I wonder?
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll have to talk to Ro about getting us hooked up with the right multiverse. I don't know. All right. So I figured we're going to start off with what do we want to start off with? Do we want to do our top 5 first and then do the listener poll?
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay. So top 5. Do I have mine in order? Yes. Why don't you go ahead and start with your number 5, Nicole?
Okay, because now it's allowed. I have a tie for my 5, and I don't care anymore.
That's allowed.
Okay. Feel a little bit better.
It's our show. We can do whatever we want with it.
That's true. In that case, I got a lot. Okay. So my top 5, I'm going to do 2 for my number 5. Okay, people. Yes, I have a 5 and a 6, and I don't care because I have to include the Muppets Haunted Mansion because I just really liked it. Very classic, very kind of like the Muppets Christmas Carol. I was really worried that they might do it wrong, and I felt it was done very well. My other top 5, which was already set in stone, is Turner and Hooch. The series was very lighthearted. It is family friendly. I cannot wait for season 2. I am very excited. For those who have not watched it, please do. It picks up where the movie left off. It actually goes to his children. And it actually also includes some of the originals from the original show. So from the original movie with Tom Hanks. So that was really awesome. Of course, I love animals. So of course, I got to watch it. I mean, it's awesome. So definitely recommend Turner and Hooch if you've yet to watch it. Because, again, it's lighthearted. And with everything that I've been dealing with the last couple of months, Turner and Hooch hit that spot. I didn't have to overthink like with Marvel and Star Wars. I am always trying to get clues and all that craziness nonsense. And this show was comfortable. It was fun. It's nostalgic and it's the right notes, you know.
So yeah, I haven't seen Turner and Hooch, but For the life of me, I can't remember if I ever actually watched the movie.
Watch the movie first and then go ahead. Now, I will say this. The movie, depending on your child's age, may or may not be appropriate. So you check it out first.
Well, I
The
mean,
series is definitely family friendly.
my kids are nearly grown, but my
Okay,
grandkids.
well, 4 grandkids.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't generally watch untested shows around them anyway.
What about you guys? Top 5s and 6s and 8s and 20s and
So I was also going to say I didn't watch Haunted Mansion either yet, but I really want to. I just haven't gotten around to it. So definitely have to check that out. My number 5 is The Bad Batch.
good one.
Solid pick. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, not much to say about that. It's just, it's Star Wars, and there was some really cool stuff about it. Some of the characters that they brought back, and just kind of the overall ambience of the show. Being a Star Wars geek, kind of hard not to have Star Wars stuff on here. Of course, it won't be the first, or won't be the last, rather. So, how about you, DJ?
So my number 5 is a movie from my childhood that, for whatever reason, I can just watch it over and over and over again. And I know that, Mando was a show that, to watch when it was released, but this movie was the first one that I watched as soon as it came on. And that is Flight of the Navigator.
Okay.
And so many childhood feels in this, about a kid that goes missing for years, and he was taken aboard a spaceship that was driven by an alien life form that was voiced by Paul Rubens. So if when you're listening to it, if you're like, wow, that sounds a lot like Pee Wee Herman,
that's because it is.
That's because it is, before the show came out. But Sarah Jessica Parker is in it. I think she's a teenager in this one. But yeah, it was. It's just one of my all-time favorite movies to watch when I was a kid. I wore out the VHS tape when I was young, so that was my number 5. I had to put it in there.
See, I didn't even realize that was on Disney Plus, so that's good to know. I did want to just mention that we have a newcomer into the chat room, or at least newcomer for tonight, rather. Greg has entered the chat.
Oh,
hey,
no,
Greg.
Hey, Greg. I know Greg. He's been here.
Yeah.
But welcome back.
I figured he had been. That name looked very familiar.
Oh, yeah. If you check your Twitter, you might see his top 5, too. Just saying.
Oh, cool. Let's see. So number 4 was Loki.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that was that's the movie that has messed up our timeline here and making me forget things.
That's why it's so low on your timeline, because it's messing up with the show.
Maybe that's it, but I gotta be honest with my list. And so yeah, Spencer, it's not my memory, it's the timeline.
All right,
Nicole, number 4.
Okay, so my number 4, now that Diggory has messed up my whole world.
It's the timeline. He didn't mess anything up.
I don't know why.
It's all me.
Wait, you guys don't understand. I don't do good at rankings, and now I'm like, but I'm like, okay, so were we not just doing new, or were we doing?
I didn't give out any stipulation.
I know it, and now my whole timeline's all messed up. So I was
Aw.
thinking number 4 was just Loki. But it's like, but you have to like put Little Mermaid in my top 5 now, and it's like, so I guess, well, that's would really be would be part of my number 1. Loki's messing up everything, and so isn't Diggory.
That is
I blame
fine.
those two. What
All
have
right.
you two been in cahoots or what?
Apparently he's okay. You know what it is? It's because you haven't been with us for a while. And
Long enough.
that's why Loki's messing up your timeline.
No.
All right. So my number 4 is a series, and that is The World According to Jeff Goldblum. If you haven't seen this series, it's absolutely entertaining. I really enjoy it. I'm so excited to get season 2. I think there's only like 5 episodes in it anyway.
Can
So
you give us a brief synopsis about what it's? I haven't seen it.
Jeff Goldblum
I know
on
who Jeff
life.
Goldblum is.
Yeah, it's his take on life, and yeah, it's just it's the most Jeff Goldblum series ever. So if you enjoy his acting style,
Yeah.
you'll really enjoy his takes on life.
So when you say his style, I ask because, you know, his acting style, at least for me, was different in, say, The Fly, I think, than it is in practically everything else he's been in.
So I would say,
everything else.
yeah, this is it. You know, if Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park would,
See, now that's a good explanation of his style.
yeah. So yeah, Ian Malcolm discovers aspects of the world and how things work and whatnot. You'll get a pretty good idea. He tackles some let's see. I know one of my favorites was Magic, which had Penn and Teller in it. Man, what else was there? There's just so many, and it's just everything from Jeff Goldblum and his and how he learns about stuff. It's really cool.
It does sound interesting. Let's see. Spencer has given us his list as well, so let's see what he's got here. He's got number 5, Soul, and his number 4 is Visions.
Oh, good, good.
Nice.
So, okay, so you said that Greg submitted his top 5.
I think you on Twitter.
Okay, so Nicole, do you want to give me Greg's 5 and 4 before I do my 3?
A moment, I gotta pull it back up. Because I also have from Peace Love Disney. I also have Jennifer's, and I have Brandon's Chasen's. Would you like me to do all 3?
Sure.
I will do them in a very good voice. Here we go. From listener Greg for his 4 and 5. His number 5 coming in as Falcon and Winter Soldier. Number 4, The Bad Batch. Oh, let's skip on over to our friend Jennifer over at Peace Love Disney. Her number 5 being Monster Works, and number 4 is WandaVision. Oh, not to forget our friend of the show, Brandon Chasen. His number 5 is Legends. Number 4, like me and Otter, or sorry, Steve in this particular case, Loki.
All right.
How did I do? Not too bad, boys.
Very good. Very good voice.
Yeah, huh? She's like a 1950s radio announcer.
Spencer
Hey,
told me to
can't wait.
stop
Now
making
you know my
excuses.
style.
I'm old.
Now you know my style. It's how I like it.
There you go.
Oh, should I also done their number threes?
No, not yet. Let's wait until
We'll catch up.
DJ does his.
Oh,
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Spencer tells me to stop making
Okay.
excuses. I'm old. I already said I'm old. I'm just saying that the forgetfulness isn't my memory. I haven't hit the Alzheimer's age yet. I'm telling you, it's the multiverse. I'm sticking to that story.
I like the way you think.
My number 3 has been mentioned by one of our listeners. My number 3 is the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Awesome.
Very amazing MCU film there, or TV show there. So that brings us to you, Nicole. Your number 3.
All right. My number 3, both here in the multiverse. We're going to go 2 because now I know I'm going to, and I just can't. Okay. So in the multiverse world, my number 3 is also the Falcon and Winter Soldier. But in the other part of this world, it's also Willow, because now that I know I include my retro ones, I'm totally going to include Willow because I love Willow. Hello. Who doesn't?
Go with your gut.
Absolutely. What about you, Diggory, DJ, Red?
So my number 3 is another series. I told you guys I like series, and I told you guys I really like National Geographic. So this one is called Drain the Oceans, and they talk about I guess what would happen if you drain the ocean. So there's so many, like one of them is Alcatraz. So the currents around Alcatraz are absolutely just crazy. Some go in, some go out. They never match at the same time. Lots of rip tides and whatnot. So they drain the ocean back and show you what it looks like underneath and the cause for all of this stuff. So they've done that. They've done, they did one on the Titanic. They've done one about pirates. They did one about the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, so there's quite a few of these that are out there. I really enjoy the show. I can listen to it while I'm at work, and occasionally will look down, and I get a lot of the history of a particular area and what's going on there. So yeah, I absolutely love that series.
That sounds pretty interesting.
That does.
Let's see. Spencer's number 3 is Loki. Lunar Girl. She's got hers up here too. Her number 5 is Visions. Number 4 is Bad Batch. And her number 3 is WandaVision. All right. What's the number 3 from our Twitter?
From our 3 listeners?
Yeah.
All right. From Peace Love Disney, she had Mighty Ducks, and I'm assuming she also meant Game Changers. Greg, thank you for submitting. He also submitted WandaVision. I like the way he thinks. And number 3 for Brandon Chasen was The Mandalorian.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm. Now
good, strong choices. So back to me. Where are we at? Number 2. My number 2 is Season 7 of the Clone Wars.
There you go. That's a solid.
That was
Awesome.
probably, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That's probably my favorite season of that show.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It was, yeah, pretty amazing stuff there. All right, DJ, number 2 goes to you.
Number 2, I have the game changer of not only this podcast, but for the MCU, and that is Loki. I know WandaVision started off phase 4, but we really kind of had no idea what was going on until Loki. And Loki clarified so much stuff. And not only that, it was fun to watch week in and week out, whether it was Gator Loki or
Gator Loki.
or female Loki or
Loki.
or I can't think of the guy's name. Captain Pride from Star Wars. Richard E. Grant playing classic Loki, or Owen Wilson. Just
Wow.
it was just a great series, and really changed how people started to look at the MCU.
You got that right. Crazy stuff. Nicole, what's your number 2?
Okay, so I've already mentioned my number 2, and I've decided it's got to get moved up out of another slot.
Okay.
I like that. I could some couple multiverses.
All right.
It's-
No, you
it's
might be cheating.
covered
I
by
might have to agree with
two
Spencer.
redheads. One, because I grew up with her and she was my favorite Disney princess forever. And yes, I did watch it on day one as an adult, and that is, of course, Little Mermaid. But the other redhead in the multiverse of the original, already thank you, DJ, spoken today, Scarlet Witch and Vision in WandaVision. One of my favorites. I've rewatched it so many times. I can't even, I no longer can count how many times. Maybe I should call Count from Sesame Street and have him try to do that for me.
Maybe.
But I absolutely love it. I love that you get to see all the different versions of television, and I love the comedy, and I just love, and they deserve the People's Choice. I hope, because they feel like they kind of got stolen away from them. But I absolutely loved WandaVision. It made me laugh, and it had me, and it had me reading. I had to get this. Like, I was originally reading it on my tablet. Okay. I still one day want to get the original 12. Okay. This is not the original 12. This is 12 plus a little bit more. But if I ever could have the 12, I would from that one year, because it was amazing. It gave me so many tips. It also made me correct on Doctor Strange. That I will not forgive them for, but that is okay. We will live. That being said, WandaVision is my number 2. Love WandaVision. Oh, and I would love to see, of course, and I think we're getting it. Am I correct? We had heard rumors about a possible spinoff.
Yeah, I believe you are correct.
Hey, all I can say it was Agatha all along.
Agatha
really was.
all along. Da-da-da. See, and I love that, you guys. We have that music stuck in our heads. Okay, it's stuck there forever, like the monsters and stuff. And it had me watching old nostalgic TV, which I already did. Okay, you guys, let's just be honest.
Yeah,
but it had me watching them even more. And I love it.
And she says that with a flourish. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what we've got here. Spencer's number 2 is Clone Wars Season 7.
Nice.
Lunar Girl is Clone Wars Season 7.
Nice.
No, Spencer, I don't think I copied you. I think you copied me. This is our show. So I think
Oh,
the
snap.
copying has to. I think you're backwards on the copy in there, sir. Okay, I'll go with Spencer copied Lunar Girl. That's what it is. All right. Well, that brings us to.
Hold on.
Yeah. We need to hear from our
Something from People of Disney: Winter Soldier and Falcon for number 2. I bet you guys can catch her number 1 already. Greg, thank you for sending it in. His number 2 was Loki. I love Gator. I really do love Gator Loki. He's my favorite.
He's the best part of that show.
Thank you, Brandon Chasen, because him and I are on the same level. His number 2 was also WandaVision. WandaVision! I might have gotten excited.
Very cool. You are excited.
Flourish.
That's okay. That's okay. So that brings us to my number 1. Probably not going to come as any kind of surprise. But my number 1 is The Mandalorian.
No surprise there. No
No
surprise.
surprise.
Disney shill. That's all right. Yeah.
All right. How about you, Nicole?
Oh, my turn already? Okay. Yeah. I have 2 because I'm going to go the multiverse crazy madness world that we've been living in and the real world. I have to say it because it's really hard to not bring it up, but you kind of have to start at the beginning, and that is 1939 Steamboat Willie. I've got to mention at least the original because you got to start somewhere with the legends. But in all the other real multiverse madness, if we did not include the retro, if this was only the brand new stuff, my favorite would be Grogu. I mean, the Mandalorian.
Let's be honest. It is the Grogu show.
I mean, hello. I don't know if you guys can see this, but the whole top shelf is nothing but the child.
Speaking of Grogu, we just bought like for Christmas decorations and whatnot. We never do any sort of lawn decorations. We just
you got him.
We did. We got a Grogu lawn decoration for Christmas. So
I love it.
It's gonna be fun. Because my the 4-year-old grandson is absolutely, I wouldn't say he's obsessed with Grogu, but he really likes Grogu.
Awesome.
Still calls him Baby Yoda, but hey, he still likes Grogu.
Awesome.
All right. DJ,
what's your number 1?
All right. So here with the presentation of number 1. Hold on. Let me hold on here.
So apparently this is the real number 1.
I'm number 1. The correct finger.
It says, "How could you choose anybody else but me?" So yes, the Grogu show or Mandalorian is number 1 on my list. It brought the fans back to Star Wars.
Yes,
that it did. Yep.
It got not only that, it brought fans
together,
other new fans to Star Wars. Not necessarily ones that have, or they might have watched it, in the original trilogy. They might have watched the prequels. They might have watched the sequel trilogy, but it seemed like everybody watched The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
And it tried to heal the universe as much as it could. It brought in a new generation of fans. So how could it not be number 1 on our list?
Right.
So,
I had written I think it was probably after the first season was over. I wrote an article for The Future of the Force, and it was titled Why the Mandalorian Will Save Star Wars. And it kind of along those same lines as you mentioned about how it kind of brought the fandom together, and as well as brought in new fans of the franchise.
And new faces.
Yes. It brought in people like Bill Burr,
Dominic Pace.
Yes.
Yeah, Dominic Pace. We cannot forget him.
Can't forget
Or
him.
Misty Rosas too. I want to make a special because I love her. And whether you like her or disagree with her, I still love my Cara Dune. So
okay.
That's
but
fine.
Yes. Nothing wrong with that. It also brought in I'm gonna butcher her name, so I apologize. Ming Ren.
Yes. Yeah. Well, okay, so she has broken all of the verses. She's in Marvel, she's a Disney princess, she's in Star Wars. The woman is bad, you know what? She is awesome and fantastic. She's on a whole nother level. Like she's like, yeah, she's hit everything underneath all the Disney.
But and maybe not, the most important, but something else that the Mandalorian did that we never thought would happen. And I think it's pretty important, but I'm biased. The Mandalorian brought back Boba Fett.
Yes, I cannot wait. Is it time? Can we watch it now?
Wait. Well, it not only brought back Boba Fett, it brought back Luke Skywalker.
And Tusken Raiders.
Yes.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, man. Amazing. Okay. So Lunar Girl and Spencer also said that Mando was their number one. So no big surprises here.
I have some surprises on my end.
On your end.
What you got?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, we had a surprise that I was going to mention a little later in the show.
Oh, I meant it.
Wait. She still has we still have our mail-ins to.
3.
Oh, yep. Right. Yeah.
Yes. Number 1 from Greg. Thank you again for listening in. Make sure you hit that like button, please, too. His, of course, was Mandalorian. Number 1 from Brandon was Falcon and Winter Soldier. And I had a feeling, just because I know him very well, that was going to be his number 1. Which I understand. It's hard for me not to put Bucky as number 1 in my heart. I mean,
I approve, sir. If you're not going to put Mando as number 1, I approve of this message.
I actually have a special. This is interesting. So I have Jennifer's number 1, and this comes with a little story. So I in my Facebook memories today, I think it was 3 years ago, or when it was originally announced that Loki was coming. She had shared it onto my Facebook. I want to say this is even before I started writing or co-adminning with her on Peace Love Disney, or being on Twin Sons and things. And she did. And on this day, her number 1 is Loki. And I think that's really interesting that 3 years ago or 4 years ago from today, she actually said, oh my gosh, I might actually have to get Disney Plus now. This is why she got Disney Plus, my friends, was for Loki. And her number 1 is Loki. You're welcome for the story.
That's awesome. I love those kind of stories. Those are great.
But it gives you chills because this is like right before, but I have to do real quick, one more quick thing. Cause you had mentioned, how Mandalorian really brought us together. This is true because anybody that's in our Discord group knows how we started off a year ago is that we were rewatching season 1 for season 2, and it really did bring all these friendships and stuff. So I have to put that out there, that, you know, friendships were really made and communities really came together.
Yeah.
I mean, community and bonds between friends and family, because of that show. And because, you know, Grogu is so stinking cute, it's like hard not to. You know, even my bestie, she knows who Grogu is, and she knows his proper name. So
Yes.
kudos for her.
I mean, going back to talking about the Mandalorian, I mean, it was more or less the reason that this podcast originally got put together, because me and a buddy wanted to talk about Mandalorian. And, you know, that reminds me, I think for next week's birthday celebration, I'm going to try to get him to come back for a one-off. Could be interesting.
Cool.
I don't know if he'll be interested, but I can ask. So before we get into our poll, because I'm still gathering votes and tabulating the results here, but not a whole lot of changes, to be honest. I did want to mention something that Nicole had given us permission to do.
Oh,
And I don't know. Do you want to announce it yourself, Nicole, or DJ? Do you want to announce it?
I thought we were going to do this next week, but we can do it this week.
No, let's do it this week.
Oh, hold on. I'm coming back.
Because right now we know you're here. we don't necessarily know for sure you'll be here next week.
She buggered off.
Oh, that ain't right.
No.
Okay.
I'm
It's
having
Loki.
something like literally like machine, like something just popped my. No, sorry. I am having a technical moment, and I just.
It wouldn't be Rogue One Radio without technical problems.
I'm telling you guys.
Oh, you missed the good one, Nicole.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Our Halloween special. Man, that was a mess.
Yeah, that was an interesting night.
So everything. Oh, no, she's gone.
No, I'm still here.
There
I
she
got
is.
it fixed. I got it fixed.
Okay.
Literally, everything just popped. It popped out and popped. Yeah.
I hate it when things just pop out.
Wah wah wah.
Hey, it happens all.
On that note, do we have the poll?
We do have the poll.
Yay! What's the poll say?
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, we did a poll on Twitter, and we asked 2 questions. We said, what is your favorite show, like your absolute favorite show on Disney Plus so far? Second question, what Disney Plus show or movie? This was both part of the question, show or movie. But the second question was, what show or movie on Disney Plus upcoming are you most looking forward to watching? So I've got. Okay, I've got my calculator out here. Okay, yeah, the favorite so far is, there's really no contest here. Mandalorian won by
A landslide.
Yeah, pretty much. Second place, however, was Loki, but it was a very far off second place. As in, Mandalorian got a lot more votes than, but Loki had a decent showing, so there's that. There were a few in here that only got 1 vote. I'm kind of surprised Falcon and Winter Soldier only got 1 vote. There were a few in here, or there were a couple in here that I'd never heard of. One of them was Only Murders in the Building.
Okay.
Do you know what that is? I've never even heard of it.
On Disney Plus? I thought that was that's an HBO one.
Oh, well, maybe that's why we didn't see more votes for it. I didn't vet these things. I just took their word for it. The other one was Owl House.
Huh?
Owl House. OWL House.
Like Winnie the Pooh, and we're gonna go see Owl at his house?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I've never
I'm
heard
lost.
I've never heard of anything.
The
called
Owl House.
Is it a movie? Is it a series?
No.
Well, my internet's being slow because it's on my
Okay,
phone.
well here
so-
it is. It's a animated fantasy television series that premiered on the Disney Channel January 10th, 2020, and it premiered. Wait a minute. It doesn't say anything about Disney Plus on here.
Maybe their child watches it. I mean, I've never seen Owl House, so I don't know. Or maybe it's on National Geographic. Now I'm gonna have to see.
The entire first season was added to Disney Plus on October 30th, 2020. And the first 5 episodes of the second season were added to Disney Plus on July 21st, 2021. And episodes 6 through 10 were added August 18th. Okay, well, it's Disney Plus, but I've never heard of it. And apparently Spencer says he's 100 years old. Wait a minute. I'm not reading that right. Maybe I'm secretly older than Steve. I doubt that very, very much. But that would make me at least 100 years old.
Spencer.
Okay, I'm not that old. I mean, I'm pretty old, but I'm not that old. Okay, so that is the Mandalorian won that. And then the most looking forward to, that one's going to be a little tighter. Like a lot
Hawkeye
tighter.
and Boba Fett. Did I get it right? Those are my top 2. That's what I'm looking forward to.
No. The number 1 vote getter by a, what do you call it when it's what's the word I'm looking for?
Landslide?
No, not by a landslide at all. By 1 vote.
Ooh.
By 1 vote. Kenobi.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah. For
And
2022, yeah.
2,
For 2022, yes. But before then, I want Hawkeye and I want this one.
Well, right, but I didn't tell them any, as far as, I didn't say it had to have come out this year. I just said upcoming.
I get it.
Now,
We're
here's
good.
the thing. There are, 1, 2, 3, 4 shows that tied for second place. Ahsoka,
Yep.
Andor,
Yep.
Book of Boba Fett,
Of course.
and Miss Marvel.
Huh?
Yeah. Hawkeye
Okay.
Hawkeye came in 3rd place. And actually tied with She-Hulk.
Okay. Coolio. I'll be cool. I'm cool with that.
Okay. So, that is the end of our Disney Plus celebration show.
I hear we're having a party here next week. Is that true?
Yeah, we're gonna have a birthday party.
I know. I might actually have to stop in for a while.
Well, okay. So if you want us to wait until next week for this announcement, then you're gonna have to.
Let's keep them in suspense.
You're gonna have to stop by next week.
I will have to stop by next week. I'll just have to make sure I drop in right at about 8:00.
Spencer says, in reality, I'm younger than you all probably think I am.
Maybe.
I am going to say that you are 21 years old.
Maybe. Oh, wait, you guys are talking about Spencer. Yeah, maybe.
I can't wait to see my favorite blue boy in live action.
Your favorite blue boy?
Are the Smurfs coming to Disney Plus?
I know. I'm like, are we Blue Boy?
Blue Boy.
Blue Boy.
You know what? There was a kitty cat in my room a few minutes ago. I wonder where it went. Oh, well. All right. Well, that is it for us tonight. Come back next week.
Yes,
pretty
come back next
sure it's probably going to be on Wednesday, but keep your eyes out on the Twitter for official announcements. Any last minute things you want to say?
Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and join us back here next week.
And if you're listening to this on Apple Podcast, be sure to leave a review. Tell
Yes,
us how much you
please.
hate us or if you like us.
Hopefully you like us.
Hopefully.
We're pretty cool.
Yeah, we can be.
Well, they are.
I don't know.
Oh, they are.
Some of us don't like popcorn, so I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm just messing with you, DJ.
That's not
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. It's okay.
It's
We
fine.
still-
Get off my lawn.
Get off your lawn. Okay. All right. Any closing comments there, DJ?
Thanks for stopping in the chat, and stay tuned next week. We got a real whiz bang of a show planned.
Do we?
Oh, and thank you to everybody who submitted answers to me and
Yeah.
to DJ reverse rewind. This is WandaVision. To Steven on Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah, him.
Yes.
Okay.
And thanks for everybody that came in the chat. And may the
thank
force be with you. Enjoy.